Hi everybody, it's March 30th, 2026. The one thing I know about secrets in life, and I learned it from a young age, is that usually secrets are they're kind of a breeding ground for developing abnormal or detrimental behavior. Because the more secrets that you have, the more intrinsically dishonest you are with everybody that comes in contact with you. Because it's not that you have to tell everybody your secrets, but the more secrets you have, you are going to put yourself on notice with almost everything you say. You're going to contradict yourself more and more with the more secrets that you have, and you are going to see yourself as a person that is not worthy of respect eventually. Are you going to see yourself as a person that is not exactly reputable compared to what you see as a normal person in society today? And so with secrets, it's not that you can't have your privacy, but if you have to keep a significant amount of things secrets, it's time to determine what you are doing, and if what you are doing is really going to work out for you in the long run. Because people find out, and people understand. They understand the cues that people that are dishonest possess. So it's not like you're going to fool anybody. They might not know your secrets, but they could kind of glean certain things from your character, from your behavior, if you are a person that is holding back something that they can sense. And another thing about secrets, though, is that you're not going to absolve yourself of responsibility by telling all your secrets either. That's not how it works. It works on the character development, where you understand what you have done wrong that you're keeping secret, and you do your best to learn from it and not recreate that same situation. So this gets me to thinking about the functions of existence. One function of existence that I've noticed is that even being 43 years old, I don't feel like I've been living that long, but it feels like I could kind of sense the eternity about it, like in the story. Like every time I think that some big heartbreak that comes my way, or some big setback that comes my way, I know it's not the end. I consciously know it's not the end, but subconsciously there's like a little breaking point, or a little dividing point, I should say. And so every time I get to that dividing point, I see that it's not actually there. The story continues fluidly. The story goes on without a hitch. You know, no matter how bad I felt yesterday, I still have to go on to the next day and live my life. So that's a function of existence. The story goes on, and potentially this particular story goes on for eternity. It just the realm may change, or the setting may change, but I think the story is eternal. As far as I could glean from this life so far. I'm not saying that changes don't happen and that things don't get better, but the story is a part of existence. The next function of existence I could think about is the biome of emotions. Some people say they run out of feelings. Some people say they don't care anymore. Some people say they are apathetic and they are, through with life. But what I've learned with the biome of emotions is that it is a living, breathing organism. It renews. It changes shapes. It goes through osmosis. It goes through cell division, or whatever that's called. I forgot what you call that, but like it's almost like a cell dividing and multiplying and then merging back with each other. Your emotions are infinitely rechargeable. That's not to say that you can't feel a sustained emotion for a prolonged period, but the entirety of your emotions recycles, reshapes, and adjusts into inside of your spirit, inside of your mind. So with this, understanding this gives you a chance to live with your emotions instead of living in your emotions. And this is not about not having emotions. There's no way to not have emotions. Letting your emotions control you is not being emotionally smart. That's being, who wants to be controlled by irrational fear? Who wants to be controlled by toxic jealousy? Feeling your emotions and being controlled by them is not being honest. That's just not doing the work in order to live your life in a more productive way. And productivity isn't everything either. But if you want to learn from your life, if you want to get somewhere in life, if you want to get to where you want to go, you have to learn to live with your emotions instead of living inside of it. So once you get a concept of how emotions behave, you can kind of use it and learn from it for your advantage. And the last thing I can say about the functions of existence is that everybody wants to practice some kind of magic in their life. They want some magic in their romance. They want magic in their career. They want to have a magical abode to live in, and awesome cars and stuff, and awesome experiences. And the only magic that I found is with the spirit, and the spirit through God. And some people think you have to sacrifice having fun to believe in God. You have to be boring and be pious and be totally lame and mundane to be a follower of God. And I've learned that truly following God is the truest magic in life that there is. And I've had more fun and more joy with following God in my life than I've had doing bad when I was a kid, when I was younger. And I've had the most romantic, lovely, and enthralling experience without even doing intimate things, just from a hug, just from a smile, just from eye contact. And this wasn't just because I was following God. This is like, you get to appreciate the true magic of life when you follow God. I've felt the strongest and the most brave without cursing for months on end. I felt the most happiest and the most free when I was on my knees praying to God. So if you want magic in your life, then maybe try following God and understanding that the illusion of this world tells you that God is the opposite of magic, but God is actually the only magic. So I hope this helps. Thanks.